Father Epic, I'm really grateful for, you just sharing person stories, helping them, to think conscious of situations because, I've gone through a lot. I've been going through a lot. I'm a mother of two. It's not like I'm not stable. I have been working for many years. But me working and getting the fight, it's like pushing yourself 20 step up or 30 step up and falling 10 to 15 steps back. And this situation keep on rising and rising and rising to the fact that I'm wondering if it's some like generation curse or something that needs to be broken because things cannot be happening over and over and over. When I speak about my mother's situation to the point where one of the time I used to assist my mother because she was never a helpful person, and I'm juggling both jobs to assist my mother and then take care of my children and myself. And for a fact, it wasn't hard for me because I'm always a breadwinner. I've been a breadwinner in the family from the moment I was born. And when I lost my house by my mother telling me that I had to leave, with her not thinking how hard I've worked throughout the years, concrete, cement, steel, workman money is no pretty money spending. And I've gone through all of that just to have a roof over my children's head, not just my head, but my children's head. And to hear my mother tell me that I have to leave, I just walk away. And the reason why I walked away just for the fact that I want to respect her as a mother and not to be, on the same property in a quarrel with her every day and every night because she's that type of person. So I decided to walk away and let peace reign. I walked away and then I moved, maybe an hour away or 2 hours away from where I built a home. I went through depression. I lost over 80 or 90 pounds. I was weighing maybe 110 or not even 80 pounds. I was weighing 110 after that. I lost a whole lot of weight and looked awful, really terrible. And I went into a rent house. So just imagine moving into a rent house after you just spend millions of dollars on building your own home. And that took a toll on me. I could not manage mentally, physically. I was broken. I was going through a depression. I didn't want to like take a bath. I didn't want to comb my hair. I didn't want to go to work to the point where I had to send in a leave of absence from work for 3 months just to get myself together without, my workplace realizing that something was going on. And when I did that, I remember one morning I had to wake up and I run at least a mile without stopping. And when I stopped, you know, I ran so far, and even when the pain, my tummy started to burn me, everything started to feel like I'm going to have a heart attack. I did not stop. I was just pushing myself. And I remember stopping at a particular place and I bent down on my knees. And I'm talking about in the wee hours after 3 a.m. in the morning. And I bent down on my knees and I, I just break silent right there and I started to scream as loud as possible. And I said, Father God, what did I do? Who did I ever, wrong? How is my life like this? I started questioning God, but how should I question Him? And listen to me. When all of that happened, I was still under the rent house. So I moved from my own house to a rent house the December. The January, I got a piece of land to lease, thinking that all right then, the curse has been broken. God has finally given me peace. When I got this piece of land from the lady said to me, you know what, you can live here. I heard of your situation. I'm going to lease you the land until you're ready to leave. You can live there as long as ever. Because I was so happy, I took that wrong step again, not thinking what had happened to me before, that I should straighten up and think positive. I took the wrong step in just taking verbal agreement instead of written agreement, and the same stick beat me again. After building a 2-room dining, kitchen, and all of that, the lady died last year, or a year, almost 2 years, just to see families pop up 3 days ago that I have to get off the land now because they had told her not to lease the land and all of that. And to be honest, I don't know if I should cry. I don't know if I don't know what to do. I then again have to be sending in sick leave because spiritually I don't want to move from the bed. I don't know who to turn to. And if I am stopping from work, how am I going to survive? But can I show up at work just looking depressed, not being able to conquer situations? Because again, this is like a second phase to me. So I have to get a lawyer now to sort this case out. What can I do? Where do I start from? If it's even just a compensation, just compensate me and let me go. I will go back to a rent house. I asked myself today, is this a battle? Because I'm like a derailed train. I'm like a train that has been derailed. What can I do? Where do I start from? How do I go about starting over? Because I thought I was strong, like starting over, like it isn't anything at all for me to start over. Because I always say this, once you have life, you have hope, you have health, you can do anything there is to start over again. But am I in the place to start over? Those are the questions I'm asking. When I look at my house and look at the people just walking and tell me that you have to leave our land now, I'm just thinking about how am I going to demolish the place? Where do I live? How do I go about, just supporting my children, supporting me financially? How do I go about it? So I want you to share my story and let persons know that, today we are here and tomorrow we are gone. We are nobody. We are dirt. We're dust. We're nothing at all. And if we continue to be like this, it's going to be a bitter world. How do you expect to live and you don't want somebody else to live? That's my question.
Show breadcrumbs. One catch you there. Excuse me?